Jet, let's start the
Yes,
show. We have a fun show.
let's do it.
The button is here.
Oh, I see.
We're back! Jet, we're back.
We're so back. We had double the music, by the way.
Double the music?
Yeah,
What do you
it's
mean?
fine. It's fine.
What do
You
you-
had the sound from your desktop and the music sound. That makes sense. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. The rest of the stream should be okay. If that helps you sleep for now.
What I need is Jet. I need to buy Jet a ticket to come to France and just be my sound engineer in person. Anyways, welcome to Digesting Streams, our show where we talk
Hi.
about video gaming news, streamers, and whatever we really feel like. It's a good time. I'm back. Jet, what did you do while I was gone?
I did a lot of stream quick.
Yeah,
I
what are you
changed
playing?
my times. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, Wukong, No Man's Sky, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7. I'm
Okay.
planning to do Silent Hill next week.
Silent Hill. I've heard that people who played the original hate the game now, but it's actually a very good game.
It's what they are saying. In fact, we have news about it.
In the
But
industry,
I don't
we call
know.
it a teaser. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
All
right.
I also
You're streaming in the
stole one
mornings?
of yeah, I'm streaming in the mornings, and I stole our news section, like a stall, because I just grab a bunch of news and we talk about it for like maybe 5 minutes of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Excellent. Good. Don't stall it. Don't steal it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it.
I'm not that as good as you as to on the quick notes, so I don't do that. I just talk about the news and that's it.
I'm not good at it either. I still do it. This is more for the YouTube part because I've seen feedback on YouTube that they just go to the quick notes part. There's no quick notes today. The reason for that is I usually write them on Sundays, and I spent all of Sunday just traveling, returning to France and this little small living room that
Why would anyone would like to come back to France?
my job is here, my day
That
job.
just-
I know that people
do you
think
have
that
a night job?
I have a night job and a day job. My night job is this. It's this and
Nice.
playing Final Fantasy 14. Although I
I
don't
okay.
have a static right now. No.
Yeah, it's what I read. You're a staticless.
I am temporarily
You are
staticless.
so if you're a staticless, are you motion? You're just in motion for the rest of the
Oh yeah,
tier.
no, I'm constant moving, staticless, without static. I am a ball of energy that doesn't stop. No, no. What was I gonna say? No,
That you're looking for a static
looking
to
for a
fill up
static.
the.
This isn't the point of the show, but looking for a static, just until the ultimate drops, and then I'll go back to my regular static. Staticless until Fru. Yeah. When Fru starts, I have a static sorted, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But until
Are you
then,
gonna race for through? Like world race, or just
I've been thinking about
pro?
this. In order to world
Uh-huh.
race, I don't think I could world race.
Mm-hmm.
For Fru because I just don't, I don't think I currently have that ability. I think just Savage for now. If we get a second ultimate, I don't know that we're gonna get a second ultimate. If we get a second ultimate, I will race for that.
I think I have a feeling in my guts that we are gonna get a second ultimate.
You do. All right.
Yep.
Wait, Tater left me to join to raid lead this 2 static. This tier?
The one I sub for, and the one that I just let down because I suck at top again.
Yeah.
I have I have Anki in like one of those days.
I went into top as a tank, and we got to phase 6, and I had no idea what to do, and people were mad that I didn't know what to do. Like, this is my first time ever in here as a tank in phase 6, and I was like,
You
I don't know what the
just go
tank
close or
does.
super far on the tank busters and then let the rest of the team die to something else. Because they
Uh,
will eventually die to something else.
yeah, but it wasn't awesome that they died to the first tank buster. They were not happy when they just all like, oh, they're all dead now. What? And I was like, huh, what happened to you guys? And they said the tank buster killed them. No.
Nice,
It was
nice.
my first ever time in there as a tank, and we got to phase 6. I'm happy about that.
Yeah. So,
Um,
like I said, I think we're gonna get a second ultimate. What do you think it's gonna be if we get a second ultimate?
so what was the raid series from Shadowbringers?
Eden,
It was Eden, and what was
the
the
trials. The
trials? Yeah,
trials. We had
that was the
half.
weapons. Was that the weapons? No, that
Yeah, half the
was
weapons and
yeah.
half and the other half was a Hades, Seed of Sacrifice, Twintania, and
Um,
Memoria Miseria.
so my prediction is the next ultimate will be um, the weapons combining, but I'm not certain that we'll get it this expansion because we
I
got a lot of
think,
stuff.
yeah, we have a lot of stuff, but I think we're gonna get a second ultimate.
All right.
What do you think about having the trials for the four lords as
Yeah,
an ultimate?
that would be a good ultimate. That would be good. I think the four lords. I don't know. I don't know if there's any difficult mechanics in there. They'd have to really do something to it. None of those
I
four lords
mean,
have any difficult mechanics.
no, it's they can't just do whatever they want. They just need to
That's
put
true.
the four lords there.
That's true. We just need a target dummy. Um, no, I don't know. What about like the Crystal Tower ultimate? If they
I
just got some of those mechanics and made that an ultimate. I've been saying that for a long time, but we're never gonna get that.
I don't know about the mechanics, but I think thematically it could be great
It could be fun.
to do a Crystal Tower ultimate.
We're getting chaotic alliance raids, which is every alliance raid with Jet. That's just an alliance raid with Jet. That's not a thing. It's just an alliance raid with Jet. I've been doing it for
Yeah,
years.
yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't know how are we going to manage to have 24 people alive to do towers when we cannot just make 8 people be alive and do normal towers. There's someone always trying to do uptime, especially tanks.
I don't know why tanks want uptime. It's a weird thing.
I don't know.
Uh,
Quick, you're a tank. You could
I
answer that.
I'm a tank and I'm also a tomahawk mage, so I'll just throw my axe.
Mage. Good,
Yeah, good
good.
times, good times. Oh man, Jet. When I
Mhm.
was traveling, um,
Yes.
one of my two superpowers is that normally on a flight, I can sleep before takeoff and then wake up after landing. It's one of my two superpowers, no matter how long the flight is.
Nice. That is amazing.
Except this time, I I wasn't able to do it because before takeoff,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that a bit of the wing was wobbly,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I've been on over 100 flights in my life, and I almost always get a window seat because I like to put my head against the thing and that helps me sleep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I noticed I'm like, that thing's not usually wobbly. And I spent as the plane sped up for takeoff, it got more wobbly, and I was like, ah. I was convinced that it was going to fall up, and I spent the whole time in the. I have an image of it real quick.
Really? No way.
So this is what the things that are wobbly.
The turbines?
These aren't
Oh,
turbines.
those are not
No no
turbines,
no
yeah.
no no no. They were low on fuel, so they're flapping. No no no. So these little things, uh, they're called. Kuchemann carrots. That's what I learned. This is what I learned when I was like staring at them, like, are they gonna is it gonna break off? This is called a Kuchemann carrot, and what it does is it adds stability to the wing when you're going really really fast. Because when you go really fast in a plane, you get shock waves
Hmm.
as the plane hits the air in front of it. The air gets really dense. It makes little shock waves, and these things add stability. I'd never seen them like little wave, and it scared me. I was like staring at it, making deals with God. Like, all right, if this thing falls off, it's probably gonna fall down because of gravity, but we're also going really fast. It's probably gonna like spin. I'm like, if it just falls off cleanly, I'm like, all right. If it just falls off cleanly, then it'll just go off, and I won't hurt the plane. And the plane can still land. This is me my deals with God. And then I'm like, all right, but the back of the plane, if it goes straight back, the back of the plane, it might hit something, and the back of the plane has like a small wing on it too, and I'm guessing that's important. I don't
Yeah.
really know how planes fly. It's kind of like black magic.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like watching this just like vibrate back and forth, and I'm like ah. And so this is like the first time I was awake through the entire flight, just staring at the window, staring at this thing, going, "Is this it? Is this it?" Every time it would like
I
speed
heard.
up a little bit more, and I'm like, "Is it speeding up now? Why is it gonna fall?" I don't know.
I think a lot of people that are scared in flights in general, they just need to ride the bus in Latin America,
Hmm.
because all the buses in here, all the public transport is about to fall off. In
That's
fact,
true.
sometimes it falls off.
Yeah, but
So
when it falls off on the bus, you're already on the ground. You can't fall. When you're in the
yeah, but
sky, you have so much time to fall. You can think about the fall.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you fall from the sky, it's
Yeah,
100% sure that you will die.
I don't want to die.
There is no other outcome. You will die.
You'll
If you
die.
crash on a bus, it doesn't matter how much the speed. There's a high chance that you won't die and you will be crippled for the rest of your time.
I
You
think
will suffer in agony for the rest of your life. So I don't know. I feel like it's a better deal to die instantly than to suffer a crash.
all right. First of all, wrong. Second of all, what Geo said is that getting sucked into the wing. That thing really scared me because I was thinking like if it hits the wing and the back of the thing comes off, um, it's just gonna like knock the plane and we're gonna spin forever. I don't want to die that way. I went skydiving one time and I threw up in my nose and I couldn't get it out the entire time because if I if I like if I actually threw up, it would just be all over me because I was falling. There's actually a video somewhere of me skydiving. I have to find it. It's on a CD.
But yeah, I agree with you. You just make peace in the sky. You're already close to heaven if you believe in heaven. You're already in the sky. Yeah, just sleep.
Like
Like you will be like if you were asleep during that flight, you wouldn't saw that,
okay,
and it would be fine.
okay. Jet, have you ever gone skydiving?
No.
All right, Geo in chat. I have a question for you. In skydiving, when you go skydiving, Jet, and I want to know if Geo agrees with me. The scary part of skydiving isn't the diving, the falling. It's actually like sitting in the plane, waiting to like as you're getting altitude, it's getting higher and higher and higher, and you're about to jump. And I remember
Mm-hmm.
for my that's the scary part. Is because you're like, oh, there are actions I could do now that would make us not jump. Right? I could just hold on to the seat and they wouldn't jump. But once you're falling, it's like, okay, if I die, there's nothing I can do about it now. Just accept that you might die,
Yeah,
Gio.
yeah.
Fair enough.
You can worry all the time until you sit on the plane. After that, it's like, okay, I'm already here. If it
All right.
crash, it crash.
Just to get back to the other point, Jet. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If you crash on a bus and you get crippled, like are we talking about like from like the legs down? Because if I can walk, if I just can't walk, then I can like
No, have
play
you
video
seen?
games, do my job.
No, have you seen the like things that happens when, like, for instance, the subway crashes? Wait,
Well, like a train derailment, that's different. Trains go really fast.
no, give me a second.
I I wish I
in
had
like
Geo's ability.
I
The thing
think
Geo is when I make a decision, I second guess it
oh
until it's
yeah,
too late. Like
I send you this somewhere.
send it to me somewhere. I'll look at it in a bit. Um,
I'll just
but
here in general discussion.
general discussion, excellent. So what is it? This is a bus.
That's this
This
that,
is a
that's
missing
the
bridge.
subway.
The subway. Okay.
That's the subway. Yeah, that's the subway, the public transport in Mexico City. And one night it just the bridge just
Oh,
disappeared, just fall
okay.
down.
Okay. But like the people in the middle of the train, for sure, they're in trouble. But everyone else, like
They
if you're in the rest of the train, you can like sit in your seat. You can like hang in there. Like I could hold on.
no. I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of people just got injured. It took like several hours to get them out. It was raining.
Want to see the angle?
It
I
was
like
bad.
it. All right, the rain would be annoying. Like it just makes things slippery. But like if you're lucky and you're in a seat, you can like stay in your seat, right? They're all cramming down the middle. Okay, but like that's not necessarily. First of all, you may not get paralyzed, or you may just get like a broken bone. Sure, it's better than dying. I think this is
Now I
okay.
need to find a like I yeah.
All right.
You say that until you need to ride one of these and feel like you're about to die every time you just go inside. And if you don't die or if you don't crash, you're highly likely to get robbed.
To get
Armed robbed.
robbed?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't have money on me. I don't carry
I
money.
don't have it. That is even worse.
Why?
They will take your life.
Oh, so I should have money
You
on me.
always, yeah, you should
Wait,
have money on you, so you
so
can just
this could, like this could be a public service
to
to the
everyone
community
coming to Mexico and
to
going into
Mexico.
public transport.
How
Yes,
much do I need to have on me to not get murdered for not having any money on me?
between 500 to 2,000 and something pesos.
All right. What is that in a currency? What is that in dollars?
Uh, let's say it's 150, not 150. Is it 150?
All right,
Yeah,
$150 is fine.
$150.
All right, I can do that. I can for my life for $150. I will do. I got stabbed one
You,
time in Africa for $12.
yeah. Well, now you see, like that's the thing.
But they didn't know when they stabbed me. They didn't know how much money I had. That's a story for another time.
Usually they don't know, so that's why you want to just cooperate and say, okay, you're getting me robbed. Here, take all of this.
What was I gonna say?
Get my phone too.
No, but when it comes to flying, I'm the worst person to fly with if you've never been flying before. Uh, I was in college. I was flying with my not. She wasn't my girlfriend at the time, but she would become my girlfriend later somehow. Um, we were flying across country in east coast to west coast, and she said she'd never been in a plane before. And I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll walk you through it." Like, just we're sitting in our seats, and she hears the bing sound goes off. Like, oh, that's very very normal. It happens in every flight. Someone's just calling for a stewardess. Um, and then like some mechanical noises happen. Like, yeah, it's normal. It happens every time. And then some more mechanical noises happen, and I'm like, oh, I've never heard that one before. That one's new. And then some more. I'm like, oh, I don't know what that one is. That's strange. Something's wrong. And she's like, oh, so they're gonna fix it. I'm like, no, they're just gonna take off. And so the plane takes off. I do the thing where I just go to sleep immediately. Um, Apparently she was awake the entire time. The pillow that she was grasping onto was like an airplane pillow with just like claw marks all over it, just like complete like this part of the stuffing was coming out, and she was like had been wide eyed, wide awake the whole flight, and it didn't help that I just went to sleep and was like, all right, oh we landed,
Yeah,
cool,
good
here we
luck.
are.
Yeah. Speaking of superpowers, I have the opposite of you on superpowers.
Yeah,
Kinda.
what's
I
your
have, I have two superpowers. The
yeah
first one is that I can sleep in any public transport.
you can or
From
cannot?
yeah, I can.
Okay,
I
okay,
absolutely can. I
that's
can
good.
just sit and sleep like in 10 seconds and be awake 10 seconds before I need to get down.
Okay.
But my second superpower is that if I start talking about anytime I crash on the public transport, I will crash in the public transport again.
What? You crash? Like how often do you crash in public transport?
I crashed in the public transport like around 10 times, 7 times, something like that.
Whoa! Like
Yeah, I'm not the driver though. I'm not driving. I'm just sleeping or sitting there.
you just crash?
We just crash. We just crash. It's not very. It's there haven't been like really bad crashes, but I crashed. And one time, and this is the funny part. One time I was telling one of these stories on an
And you
Uber.
crashed?
So to some friends, yeah, we were stop. We were waiting for the sign to just say, "Go ahead, please keep driving." We were stop, and someone on the back just decided to just crash on us at the very end of my story.
Ah,
It was like,
that's so
it's I
good.
don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
That's so good. That's so good. I like that story. Oh
It's
man.
very stupid. I should put some points on the stream to say, hey, do you want a story of jet crashing on the public transport? I have many.
Oh, we can make a bunch of clips. It's fine. We can do clips of it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
All right, Jet. Let's get into the news. No, we're talking the news. Let's Jet.
Yes, sir.
What was the day?
The day, if I can just find it again, the day was, I think it was yesterday,
It was yesterday. It
the
was definitely
day,
yesterday.
the day of uh, James Bond Day.
Well, Mr.
So we
Bond,
can.
I expect you to die. What is your favorite James
Bond.
Bond movie? There is a correct answer.
Um, my favorite James Bond movie. That's different. Oh shit, I don't know.
You don't
I'm
know?
gonna say probably one of the new ones with Daniel Craig.
All right. Here's the thing. Uh, so the Daniel Craig movies are very, very good movies, but they're not Bond movies because they don't have
Yeah,
the witticisms and the fun gadgets as much as the other Bonds did.
it's more like a ground-based James Bond, right?
Yeah.
And more detective
I
thriller,
I, I
like.
I think the best James Bond is definitely Sean Connery.
I thought I know you
Well,
were
Money,
gonna say
well,
that.
Money Penny. I don't have a good Sean Connery impression. Well, Money Penny. I'd like it shaken, not stirred. That's
That's good.
that's from Goldfinger.
Uh,
That's the very that shaken not stirred thing that first appears in the movie Goldfinger, which is the best James Bond movie.
yeah, it probably like historically that should be the best Bond.
It
It's
is.
not
It
my
is.
favorite though because I didn't see him
Fair enough.
and
Fair
on
enough.
the
I,
theaters,
I
but yeah.
the James Bond in theaters when I was growing up was Pierce Brosnan, who I thought was really good, but everyone doesn't like him as a James Bond.
And yeah, no one likes Pierce Brosnan as a James Bond, but I think it was right for our generation. Like it was for
Yeah.
kids. That James Bond was for kids, despite everything, right?
Yeah. James Bond was for no. James Bond was not for kids. It was for like adults.
No, it was for adults, but the Pierce Brosnan James
It was
Bond
like for
was
younger
fun.
adults. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun, dumb, stupid, uh, lots of action, very flashy. It was for kids. That James Bond is for kids.
I can't say it on
It's
stream
very
because I'll
sexual.
get canceled for this. But I'll just say it anyways. My favorite line from I think it's Die Another Day,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, I think it's Die Another Day. He's dating or the James Bond girl. Her name is Christmas, and the great line in that is I can't do the accent because I can't do a Pierce Brosnan impression because just have to have a smoky voice. No, but he says, "Oh, I thought Christmas only comes once a year."
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna get me canceled.
yeah,
All
but
right, to the news.
I don't think that's going to get cancelled. But okay, news.
California's new law will force storefronts to disclose that you don't actually own the games you're buying. First of
Yeah,
all, good law, good use of good consumer protection law. This is what you want. Second, um, I don't know how I feel about this because I'm aware I have the digital only PlayStation, and I'm aware that I need to have that I don't own the games unless I have the CD, right? But here's my question, Jet. Here's my question. A lot of games you have to play them online, even if you have the CD. So it kind of doesn't matter that you don't have the CD or do have the CD. If you need the server, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, we were talking about it on a stream
yeah,
a couple of weeks ago, and that's the issue because they say everything that I think Pirate Software said everything that requires online connection,
yeah,
like any MMO, right? Like 14, that you have to be on the server to play the game. That
yeah.
is not your game. That is a license. Therefore, any other game, even if it's a single player, even if you have the CD,
Hmm.
it's not your game. Just like
So the CD doesn't
Final
matter.
Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
16, it has the scoreboard that you have to be online, and if you are not online, you cannot play. So it's not your game. And now I like the law, but I disagree on how the games are made because I want the game to be mine if I have the CD and if it's not an MMO.
I I think you're right. Like I want the game to be mine because um I still have like my old PS1 and 2, and I still have those physical games. I can go play them. I still have a Final Fantasy VII original game that I can go and play. I don't think my PS1 works anymore, but if I had a working PS1, I think I could go and play it.
Yeah,
Um,
same.
and then I did end up buying it. I did end up buying it again on digital just because I was like, I just want to play it now. I don't want to wait to get a working PS1.
Yeah, same. I have it for Steam.
For Steam, exactly. You just buy them anyways. Um, I don't know. I Video gaming is still one of the cheapest forms of entertainment on a per hour basis.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like I think the average gamer spends um, basically for every dollar you spend, you get 3 hours of entertainment, roughly.
Three.
Oh, the average
I
like
have
this
a
is.
problem.
I mean, yeah, you have it. Yeah. For every dollar you spend 3 hours of entertainment, and then me, who's logged into 14 all the time, chasing down hunt trains, trying to. Yeah, I've done a lot of hunt trains
Yeah, I
lately.
was gonna say that like Resident Evil 4, I got it like 2-3 weeks ago, and I have already like 40 hours in that.
40 hours. Okay, okay. So how much was the game? You mind if I ask? In dollars, do you know?
In dollars, it was
Probably 60,
60
70.
probably. Seven. Let's say 70.
Say 70. Okay. So right now you're running $2 an hour ish, give or take.
And I'm gonna spend another 40 at the very least on that game.
But even at $2 an hour, it's still a very cheap form of
Oh
entertainment.
yeah, I think. I think the problem is still that should be your thing.
It should be your
It's
thing.
like, yeah, it's like movies right now. How many movies do you own?
I own
Because you're
exactly.
probably
I own 3 movies. Moulin Rouge
okay.
is one of them. Armageddon,
Okay.
which is the greatest movie of all time. I will not hear any debate on this topic. It just is. It just is.
Okay.
He's got space dementia. No. And Deadpool. Those are the 3 movies I own.
I
And
see. I
and those are
see.
probably the 3 greatest movies of all time. You don't need anything else. This has not aged well in the modern era. I
Why
understand.
not? It's
No,
what do
there's
you
some
mean?
like there are like some there's like in 2024 there's like consent issues where she clearly says no and he doesn't take no for an answer.
Well, yeah, well, that's the point, and that's the like. I
I
think
mean, she's also
the
a
cancel
prostitute.
culture, yeah, the cancel culture needs to understand that that movie is not from 2000 and something. That movie is based on a story from the 1800s or
Yeah,
1900s, so it's very different. It's very different. So
that's
I
true.
think it aged well. It's
It
the
hasn't aged
values
as
are
bad as
different.
some Disney movies have aged badly, but this I don't think this is Disney. But this is also this is not my poster. I moved in here and they had it. I am going to steal it when I move out. If my landlord is watching, you won't have this. There's gonna be a mirror there or something else. I'm stealing this. I like it so much.
Nice, nice. But no, I disagree. I need to own things.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, like books, for instance. What is the point of having a book just digital?
Okay. No, no, no.
You
I'm
don't want
a
to feel it, at least. Like I know I don't criticize people reading on just PDF. I don't mind, but you want to feel the
you could
book,
print it out.
the manga.
Just print it out.
print it out. No, that's
Just
not
print
how
it
it
out.
works, but it's okay.
No. I like I
It's
like
okay.
I like physical books for a couple reasons. First, I think it's easier to just to read a book than it is to have a screen that needs a battery and things like that. Turning pages, like the way that feels. I like the new book smell. Awesome. I also like when I'm done with the book, I put it on a shelf, and then people who
Exactly.
come to my house know that I've read the book, or at least know that I bought the book and might one day read it. And I think,
Yeah, and it should be the same. That same feeling should be for movies and video games, in my opinion.
yeah, okay, I like that argument. I
Because
like that argument. It's a very good argument, Jet, that you've made.
yeah, I think a lot of people think it's
I,
just like you're collecting them, and it's not like that. It's
I am the lobster that gets boiled slowly, where I just accept that I'm not going to own it. Is it lobster or frogs?
I don't
What's the
know.
animal where if you put it in a hot water it jumps out? It's a frog.
Frogs,
Yeah, if you
frogs.
put I am a frog being boiled slowly. I've just accepted I don't own this
Uh,
anymore.
are you gonna accept also that AI is gonna take your job and my job and our jobs, and we're just gonna work for Skynet? Is that what you're trying to say, but just with digital copies?
I did. I'll be honest. I did my job today almost entirely in AI bots. I, I went to work and there was like, hey, we need this coding done, and because I've been gone for 3 weeks, no one's done it, and they had a very tight deadline. So I was like, Chat GPT, code this for me now.
Jesus Christ. Well, it is Jober, chat. It is Jober.
It's
Next
over.
time we're gonna have a quick robot instead of quick.
Here's the thing, Jazz. I have a backlog of books and I keep them on next to my bedside table, and I frequently have sleeping problems when I'm at home. So that's when I just pull out the book. That's what really helps me. That's when I can't sleep. Let me pull out the book. I'm currently reading Educated by Tara Westwood, I think, which is a good book. Maybe we'll have like book review one day. We did Science Corner with the plane with
Mhm.
the Kuchemann carrots. These little Kuchemann carrots, Koshman carrots. Kate, I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I've only read it, but yeah, maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, okay.
All right,
Let's move on to the
Jet.
news. News. Yes.
First of all, you've been playing this game. Is it good?
No,
Not no. You
I
will be
haven't.
playing this game.
I will be playing that game. I know the Silent Hills in general are good, but this is the first remake, and they say that it's amazing.
Okay. Be your first time playing them? Have you played them before?
No,
Uh,
I'm just gonna be very spooked when I play this one.
I don't quite get why they're angry, but why fans of the game are angry about remakes. I generally like remakes. Um, I don't get the criticism. Why would you be angry about a remake, Jet? Because you just
Two
want
things.
yeah.
I don't know. It depends because I haven't read them, but I'm assuming they are angry because people is getting new. Like it's becoming mainstream. That's my reasoning.
Okay.
Like like you're underground ish. You played Silent Hill when
hmm
Silent Hill was not cool, and now it's going to be cool, and everyone is gonna play it, and it's ruined for you. I think. I guess that's what they are thinking.
It doesn't count if you haven't played the original. I think Jazz has it spot on. People say, "Oh, if you don't play the original, it doesn't count." Um, Here's the thing. Sometimes the originals just aren't. You can't make people play the original games when the graphics are better now.
I mean, you can, but
The
they are
original
not
Final
going to
Fantasy
like it.
VII is very very good. I would never recommend someone say, "Oh, go play that game" when the remakes are out. I think that that's a better way to do it.
You wouldn't? You wouldn't? I would also always recommend to play the original ones, or at least if not gonna play, at least watch like a video of the entire game.
Well, that's a long video. How long is that game? It's like 12 hours.
If it's just if we take out all the boss fights, it's probably like 30, 30 hours of
But
dialogue.
My favorite part of the original is when the world is about to end. There's urgency. You must get to the
Yes.
spoiler alert. You must get to the northern area and save the world. Go down the big hole and save the world. Or 40 hours
Kuchemann
of juggler
racing.
racing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I love that game. Also, like there's some very stupid takes
That's
like that.
oh my gosh. I spent so much time juggler racing. I thought it was the best mini game in the world. Um, all right. Well, Silent Hill 2
But yeah,
remake.
like
The wiki page got locked after they tried to rewrite the critically acclaimed reception. Listen, Silent Hill 2 fans. This is you're in the way of progress. I'm sorry, you just are.
okay, quick. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were one of them, what would you do? Like, if they, let's say they are gonna remake, I don't know, which game do you like that you would say they need to
Final
play the
Fantasy
OG in?
6,
Okay, let's say they are gonna remake six,
which they
and
should.
it looks impressive, but you have a feeling that it's not going to be exactly the same as six. What would you do to sabotage a game?
What would I do to sabotage a game?
Yeah.
Um, well, so I've actually put some thought in how I would sabotage a game studio because I live near the Ubisoft headquarters, and I think about what I could just like do to Ubisoft every time I walk by them. They're going bankrupt. They may not go bankrupt, but they're in trouble. Um,
Yeah, they're in big trouble.
and what I would do to Ubisoft is I would like I would love to just like not in a life threatening way, definitely not in a life threatening way. So if anyone just not in a life threatening way, but I would like the developers of Ubisoft to require my services some way or form. I don't know what it would be. They would need my help, and I would say I will offer you this help with the same consistency that Assassin's Creed Unity, the one's in France, Unity. I will offer you this
Unity.
help with the same consistency that this game doesn't bug. And I would play it in front of them, and every time the game bugged, I'd be like, all right, that is some help you're not getting. I would play a bit more. The game would bug out because I'm running along Notre Dame. Oh, nope, no help for you now. And I'd be like, listen, if you made a better game, if you make shitty games, maybe I would be more helpful.
I see. I
I,
see.
so this is what I haven't thought about the scenario more than that. I just want to be able to withhold something from them for the quality of the games that they just made. I put so many hours into platinuming that game. 600 collectibles drove me up the wall. That's what I would sabotage. All right, Jet.
Fair enough.
Jet.
Yes.
What do we love on
Yes.
this show?
People doing dumb stuff on stream.
Excellent. And we got a whole lot of that today because we just got, I think we got like five
Just
different streamers doing dumb things. All right.
it's
Streamer number one. Jack Dory crashed his McLaren while texting live on stream. First of all, anyone watching, don't text and drive. When you're driving and it's raining, you just hold on to the wheel with both hands there. He didn't crash into anyone else, but he just clashed a McLaren
he just
into the side of the street.
yeah.
That is an expensive crash. I hope that text message was worth it.
No, have you seen like the start of that video? He crashed,
Yeah, he
right?
crashed. Yeah, yeah.
And he gets out and then gives the camera to his friend, and like his friend is basically like with the skull broken or whatnot. He said, "Okay, take the phone, keep recording. We need the money."
I
That's
mean,
like
he definitely needs the money if he just crashed that car. That is $100,000 plus car easy. He's an idiot. And I think this is like a little bit of a problem with streamers where too much of your life is online and stream dependent. I kind of think it's dumb.
I
I think
don't. I,
when your life is on stream, it can be interesting. But like this is just too much, man. But the good news
yeah,
is, Jet. The good news is he's permanently banned
the
from
great news.
Kick.
Yes, Geek has been doing like some good wins
Okay,
throughout the
rare,
couple of
rare
games
Kick
weeks.
win. We'll call this.
Yeah,
Uh, because listen, Kick is not doesn't have the greatest reputation.
no,
He
no, but yeah,
Yeah. So as Gio's pointed out, he gunned it uh, in a very light car on rain, which means you hydroplane. And if you go back to that thing about we talked about fluids, they're lucky. They're lucky they're alive. They're lucky. Lucky that this is the worst thing that's going to happen to them. That, and he probably has to buy a new $100,000 sports car
And find a new platform to stream.
and a new platform to stream. All right, Jet.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of cars, Agent claimed he doesn't lock his car because it's a manual transmission. Jet, can you drive stick?
Yeah, I can. I can drive manual.
Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong because I can drive stick. But if you just put the car in like second gear or third gear, you can get it to go.
You don't need to put it on any gear. You
Yeah.
just go inside, put it on neutral, take off the handbrake, and
And you
just
can roll away with
dole
it.
it out. Yeah, you just dole it out or push it or whatever you want.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like he's saying, oh, it's stick, people can't drive stick, so he's not worried about that. But there's other things that could happen to your car by besides getting it
I've
stolen.
been, yeah, like
It could be
can
filled with
lose-
packing peanuts, for example,
I was not expecting that.
or popcorn.
Yeah.
You put popcorn in there, just filled with popcorn.
Sticky notes. Can you imagine being, instead of a robber, just someone that goes inside open cars and just fill it up with sticky notes
Oh, that'd be annoying.
on the inside and
what
on
they
the
should do?
outside?
We did this to one of my roommates in college. Just put completely full glasses of water, not glass, but like a paper cup of water, all over the car on every surface, completely full, just like Dixie cups, all over the car. Every level surface, just put a Dixie cup full of water.
Damn.
Yeah, this is not. This is. I predict my prediction is.
No.
My prediction is in the next time we hear from Agent, it'll be my car was stolen somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anki's
Probably.
car was
Yeah.
stolen because it's automatic and everyone can drive automatic. That's true.
It's very stupid. I don't know. It's a very stupid take. They clearly don't know how cars work.
That's true.
Is this
All
a
right.
Cars reference, by the way?
How long? What is it? 45 minutes till Cars reference. M. 45 minutes till Cars reference.
Nice.
All right. Number 2. FaZe spent $2.5 million to prove that pigeons work for the government. $2.5 million to prove pigeons work for the government, and it turns out they don't.
Yeah, I love that. To prove they work for and said it was a complete waste of money. I wonder why. I face palm in real life when I saw this news. In real life, like why?
Now, that's like the worst way to spend $2.5 million, right? Can you think of anything worse?
No, yeah, spending that same amount of money to prove the Earth is flat.
Well, by the way, flat earthers are my favorite conspiracy theory. I love this conspiracy theory. I don't believe. I'm aware the Earth is around, but it's my favorite conspiracy theory. I love. I met someone who was a flat earther, and I just like talked to them for hours. Like, how do you get there?
Yeah, but yeah, I saw this news, and I remember watching that video of that guy trying to prove that the Earth was flat, and they say, okay, we cannot prove it because whatever the government and whatnot, and they put 2 cameras around the lake or something like that. And if they were like, yeah, if our Earth was rounded, should be like these the cameras, and it's the video like, okay, put your camera up. Interesting. They're like, no, how can you still be a flat earther after that?
You know what they say. The key phrase for this, Jet, is some evidence is that the Earth is flat, but the preponderance of evidence. Preponderance is the key phrase I keep hearing whenever I watch them. Is that we don't know yet. We need to gather the preponderance of evidence.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like a religion to them. Like they need to believe something, even if it's not true.
Like this is like flat earthers is basically all the conspiracy theories and science things out there. That's like the least harmful one, right?
I don't know.
Like people get up in arms about vaccines, and if you don't get vaccines, and you may get sick, or they cause mental disorders, and
But
that
I,
one's done real damage.
no, but the
Or
real damage here is that the community is huge. It's huge. The flat earthers
Flat Earth community is huge. They have members all over the globe, Jet. All over the globe.
all over the globe. Yeah, so that's dangerous. I think that's dangerous just on itself. Maybe they don't put up on arms yet, but they can.
One day they'll reach
If
critical
they can,
mass and
yeah, if they can believe the Earth is flat, someone one day can just wake up and said, "We need to rebel against the government because they think the Earth is a globe. We
Fair
cannot
enough.
allow it."
But right now, it's just funny to me. It's my favorite theory. I would spend $2.5 million. If I had the money to spend, phase. If I had this money and I had to spend it on something dumb like pigeons work for the government, I would actually just go to flat earthers and fund all of their weird projects. Just give it like here's $2.5 million. Just go do it. The thing you think is true. The guy who keeps build there's a guy in like Washington or Oregon or somewhere. He keeps building rockets to go really high up, and he keeps nearly dying when they land because he can't get quite high enough to hurt himself. And he has like I'm like just go do it. Build a better rocket. Here's $500,000. Just go do it. That's what I would do if I were Phase and I wanted to prove a dumb conspiracy theory. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would I use those $2.5 million in what conspiracy theory?
That's what I would
In
do.
aliens, I would put it on aliens. Just get me an alien.
All right, aliens are real, Jet. Don't do that. Aliens are real, and they only get seen basically in English-speaking countries. It's just like a weird thing.
No.
If you look at alien sightings throughout the world, almost 90% of them are in English-speaking countries.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to double check that because we have in Mexico we have the alien journalist
Yeah.
that is the most famous guy in the
Yeah.
alien community in the world.
But yeah, I'm just saying most. If you look at just like
Oh no, yeah,
sightings
I
by
understand
location,
what you're saying. Like that's why I need to check.
it's
So because these
English-speaking
guys,
countries. It's also a fun fact. Geo, that is good.
oh, that is
That's
so
because
good.
everyone outside of the English-speaking countries are considered aliens, not different kind of aliens.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's a punchline I wish I'd written. I should have. I didn't write that punchline. That's really good.
That is really good. Gio, do you want to work for
Yeah,
us
Joe, just come on
as
to
a
it.
writer
We'll,
for
we'll just
punchlines?
um. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought because that was really good.
I don't know. Aliens, English,
Aliens
outside.
English. I just never mind. I don't have it anymore. It wasn't gonna be as funny as what Gio said, so never mind.
Yeah.
All right. Our next person is gonna appear on this in 2 consecutive stories, but Kai Cenat is going pro in basketball. He's going to give up streaming and play and declare for the NBA draft. Jet,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to end poorly. He's not going to be drafted.
He's. I think I think. Yeah, he's not gonna be drafted. I think he's just gonna come back
He's going to come back. He's
immediately.
going to come back. He's
It's
not going
not
to get
going to
drafted.
end
He's going to
bad,
come
but
back. They only draft 60 people every year, right? 60 people every year get drafted. And
I mean, if he doesn't set his aim only to the NBA, he could just go into the Euro basketball, the African basketball.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna guess, Jet, that playing basketball in like Australia pays less money than his current streaming career.
very true. But I think he could make something out of the European one.
I mean, yeah, because Iceland has a basketball league and no one watches it.
I,
But he could play in Iceland, sure, or or like
he can play
I don't
in
know.
UK, Spain. I don't know.
Nah, Spain's basketball league is actually good.
Yeah, just like that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if he tries to go there, it's not the NBA. They are not going to pay like the NBA.
They're not gonna pay like his streaming.
Maybe that's okay. He have enough money. He has enough money to just
this is gonna be
get two
hashtag
sabbatics.
content. This is what
Yeah,
it's gonna be, and he'll come back
yeah,
to
yeah,
streaming.
yeah.
Um, but also he almost set his house on fire. He turned on a flamethrower indoors.
I need to find something now.
Do you know what those boxes on the right are called? It's called kindling or tinder. The dude, the dude almost like why did you put it at your chair? Stop putting it at your chair. I had to watch
I
this a
don't
bunch of
know.
times because I thought it was like fake and added afterwards, but nah,
No, no,
it's
he
real.
had a flamethrower.
This is how we make money
Now
streaming. Jet, I think this is what's going to prevent us from being big time streamers. I'm not willing to turn a flamethrower on in my place of living.
Same. I do not want to do that. Also, now I need to find a video because he did something very stupid last week, I believe. He started the stream on a
Uh-huh.
horse inside his apartment.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. We'll do that next
But
week. We'll do that next week. We'll do that next week.
let's do it that not
'Cause we
that
can't
next
do all
week.
the
I
dumb
like
stuff in 1 week.
I don't know. They try their best to give us stuff every week,
I was gone.
every
I was
single
gone
week.
for. We missed 3 shows. And they did so many dumb things, and I just like let's just do a
Yeah,
show of dumb streamer things, and that's what I wanted the show to be about because this is my favorite bit. It's I understand that it's not always the most fun entertainment, but for me, this is the best, one of the best bits. We love in the show is streamers streaming idiot things.
yep. What is the most dumb thing they have done this week or the past weeks?
I think the most dumb thing I think Phase is $2.5 million on pigeons working for the government. That's probably the winner. That's probably the winner, right? Like that's more.
Really?
That costs more than the sports car. That costs more
Ye-
than what.
I mean, yes, but they are trying their best to solve something and they actually solved something and said, okay, we just completely lost money. Isn't it just pointless to try to do something and not be able to fix it, just like the other news you have around?
I think that this is the most dangerous. For sure. Like
Okay,
the flamethrower is
yes.
the most dangerous, but he's doing a stunt for the stream, and I'm gonna pretend or think that there is someone nearby that he can, if something catches on fire, he can call for help. I'm just gonna assume that Kai Sinat has at least that much sense. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm giving him too much credit. Uh, I I think the $2.5 million on pigeons is just $2.5 million that will never be recovered in any meaningful way.
What you paid me.
I can't.
Okay, fair. But what do you think about what is this girl? Haktoa?
Oh, she has a podcast, and she's talking to. Whoops! Back. Terrence Tao joins the Hot Tool podcast to discuss solving Riemann's hypothesis. Now, if you don't know what Riemann's hypothesis is, uh, very basic, very basically, it is the idea that there is a countable number of prime numbers based on the zeta function. Very basic. There's so much more than that. There's either a finite or infinite amount of prime numbers. It's not proven. If you could prove it one way or the other, you'll probably win every science prize out there. I didn't expect the Haktua girl uh, to try to discuss Riemann's song. I never thought this would happen. Like when she had a
Tell me
podcast,
this.
I was like, all right, um, she's gonna get like random celebrities, AB celebrities. I never thought it'd be like actual science and actual math.
Don't you think this is like the dumbest thing ever? It's like
Uh,
it's shooting way too high.
is she shooting way too high? I mean, if she's bringing attention to a real mathematical problem.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the Hawk Tuah girl? Jazz, I'm glad you asked. We can play the sound.
And spit on that. Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
All I'm saying, Jazz, is this girl has made a career off that video.
Yep.
I don't know how. She's got like
Me neither.
merch. She's got millions of dollars in she's got like, a contract. That's all it is. The sky is limitless. Downtown Nashville. She just said that on a. She just said it on a random TikTok. The guy was interviewing people, and now she's suing the guy for stuff. But basically, she just said that on a podcast. She was giving advice on oral sex, and now she's famous.
She has a podcast.
And now she has a podcast and merchandise.
I'm trying to solve
a multi-million-dollar
Rayman
enterprise.
fantasies.
I don't know, Jet.
I still think this is the dumbest thing.
This is the
of the
dumbest
entire
thing.
show. For me, yes.
I'm actually like.
You're intrigued. I can tell.
I'm not. I'm intrigued in this way. She basically just said, "Hawk to his," like 10 words, and the right 10 words, and she is now viral and famous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she turned 15 minutes of fame into currently like 5 hours of fame. She has a podcast. She's got record. She's got deals. She's got like famous celebrities talking to her, sliding to DMs. If the rumors are to be believed, I just kind of never thought this would go that way. She did an episode with Diddy, which probably looks bad right now.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, but she's just real quick. She's being sued by, as far as I can tell, the guy in the video. She's suing the guy just over the rights to the video and the commercial revenue for that.
Yeah,
so,
but according to the net, she's more famous than him, and she wants the rights.
I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. He didn't make her famous. She clearly made herself famous, but he was at least the medium through which she became famous. I don't think I can't do TikTok. I have ethical problems with the platform, so I'm never gonna go famous.
I don't think you are the one with the ethical problems. I think TikTok is the one with the ethical problems.
I have ethical problems using. They're not me. I have ethical problems with how TikTok is constructed as a platform. I'm not, and my conspiracy theory that I believe in is that the Chinese government actually runs it. That's my conspiracy theory. All right, Jet.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of today's show?
I think it's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Mm-hmm.
We should be back. I don't think I have anything on the horizon until maybe around Christmas. We might take a break for Christmas, but I think we'll have uninterrupted shows on the way back there. If you think today's platform looks ugly, good news is we have some artwork coming in. We'll have an overlay next week.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm excited for. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you like it, Jet made it. If you don't like it, we'll fire the artist.
Fair enough.
The artist is Jet.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. For the YouTube, for Twitch chat, we're gonna hang out for a bit. For YouTube, we're gonna say goodbye. Bye.
Bye, YouTube. Bye.
Right.